Alright, hello everyone, Kid Sign Dragon here today. Um, to be honest, well, before I say that, here is the car reviews that I promised, like I said I would 2 months ago. Um, School has been iffy with me lately, so I'm not going to be doing too much videos. Now that I found out what with schools, what's going on with that. Um, Anyways, that's the first thing. Second thing is, I got attention headache right now, so gonna go try to do this video quickly as I can, and then, yeah. Anyways, the big question: What if, what if Bugatti developed a radically light, completely new concept around its iconic 8.0 liter W16 engine? Well, here's the answer: the Bugatti Bolide, an uncompromising experiment, a thoroughbred, a pure saying that, and its brute exclusivity impresses above all with high performance, low weight, and a driving experience in a new dimension. Driving the Bolide is like riding on a cannonball. With the experimental study of the Bugatti Bolide, the French luxury car manufacturer is presenting a new and unique vehicle concept for the ultimate Bugatti performance kick. A track only hyper sports car that can feature the W16 engine derived from series production combined with minimal body for maximum downforce. The Bolide offers an unprecedented, unpredictament, unpredicted, unprecedented. I'm just gonna skip that word. And ultimate Bugatti driving experience. Reduced, raw, authentic. So pretty much this is almost going towards like the McLaren P1 GTR and the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento, and also the what was the other one? Ferrari FXX KX. Now there's other track only cars out there, but that's the only ones that could come to my mind right now. If you were to ask me right now in live, I'd answer half or almost all. Anyways, the new Bugatti Bolide. From where I got my sources from, I'll post them down in like description below, so that you guys can go check them for yourselves. Same with the song if I choose to. Anyways, costs, or how much does it cost right now? The Bolide will probably cost an excess of $10 million. From what though, if I was the what was it called? The marketer for Bugatti, I'd say at least put it at 20 million. 20 million. Because the way that this car looks, here, if I go back, like, see, that kind of almost looks like the Koenigsegg 1-to-1, or the Koenigsegg Jesko, or Jesko. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Jesko. Anyways, yeah, that kind of almost what it looks like. Just instead, Bugatti made its own way. And by the looks of it, I think on some of the slides that are coming up, it'll say it's gas, but it almost looks electric. I don't know. Anyways, engine type, it's a engine design slash cylinders, W16 but electric. Like I said, it could be gas, it could be electric. That's why if you see, where is it? 4 exhaust gas turbochargers under forced induction. So gas turbochargers. I just left it the way it is. I put electric there. Because honestly, it looks electric. Like, especially all the car manufacturers going these days are either going hybrid or electric, which kind of sucks. Anyways, displacement is 7,993 centimeters cubed, and then numbers of valves per cylinder, easy 4. And then transmission is 7 gears, DSG. For all the petrol heads out there, do you mind letting me know what DSG stands for? Same with the, actually, yeah, that's pretty much it. Just the question of what does DSG stand for, and if more people can, agree or disagree on that this car looks electric or gas. I don't know. Anyways, drive, it's going to be permanently all-wheel drive. Power distribution for the front is controlled longitudinally Differential lock, Borg-Warner type, for the people who have lived probably more than 90 since the 90s, you probably know what that means. And then, of course, the power distribution rear, for the rear at least, is controlled transverse differential lock. Yeah, okay, next slide. Quick tip for the people who don't know, a W engine is a type of reciprocating engine arranged with its cylinders in a configuration in which the cylinder banks resemble the letter W, in the same way of those of a V engine resemble the letter V. Easy. Now, before I was redoing this video, I don't remember where I saw it, but it was saying, like, yes, does the letter W for an engine take up more space and weigh a little bit more? Well, of course it does. Yes, because you have to add on more metal. But knowing Bugatti, they probably somehow managed to do their Frenchy ways and build around that. Yeah, I think where I was reading it was it put out more power than a normal V engine. I mean, of course, because it's a W16 engine. Anyways, that's just a quick tip. And then 0 to 60 times, 0 to 100, 2.17 seconds. And if we did the math correctly, I'm just going quickly off the top of my head, 0 to 60 kilometers an hour. That'd probably take you about 1 second and 14. And then 200, I'm just going to skip 200 and 300 kilometers an hour. And then if we go to 0 to 400 kilometers an hour, that takes 12.08 seconds. And then, of course, 0 to 500, because it's a Bugatti, of course it will do 500 kilometers an hour. Same with the McLaren, same with the, all the other rest of hypercar manufacturers out there. Anyways, 0 to 500 kilometers an hour takes 20.16 seconds. And then 0 to 400 and then, not to 400 and then back to not again takes 24 seconds. 24.64 seconds. And then 0 to 500, back to 0 again, kilometers an hour, of course, 33.62 seconds. And then maximum lateral G acceleration is 2.8 Gs. I'm hoping, now for the people who have seen Grand Tour Top Gear, you would have seen the Rimac Type 1, or Rimac Concept 1, I think it's called. They took the design and they added like a wall for your head for the corners because of the lateral G force, so it doesn't snap your neck while you're driving. Anyways, I just find that hilarious that they had to come up with that, not like a neck restraint or something. Excuse me. Anyways, the big idea. Okay, where do we want to start off? Let's start off with the top. Sovereign power meets prodigious. Excuse me. Prodigious lightness. We asked ourselves how we could realize the mighty W16 engine as a technical symbol of the brand in its purest form, with solely 4 wheels, engine, gearbox, steering wheel, and, as the only luxury, 2 seats. Stefan Winkelmann, Bugatti president. The Bugatti Bolide is the most extreme, uncompressing, fastest, and lightest vehicle concept in the company's recent histories. Now that is for Bugatti's history, of course. With an incredible weight-to-power ratio of 0.67 kilograms per PS, placement, I think that means. This is made possibly by the combination of a W16 engine with 1,850 placement, or PS. And a vehicle weight of just 1,240 kilograms, the Bugatti Bolide achieves figures that are almost on par with Formula 1, while its top speed is well above 500 kilometers an hour, without compromising maximum handling and maximum agility. Pause the video here for a second if you want to read the ultimate Bugatti driving experience. But here, going back to its great-grandfather, the DNA, the Bugatti Type 35. Back in the 1920s, Bugatti produced one of the most successful racing cars of all time, the Type 35. The open-top sports car achieved over 2,000 victories between 1924 and 1930, way beyond, so probably about 10 years before World War II, making it a true legend in racing history. It was inimitable in terms of technology, design, and performance. No, I forgot what year my family. Well, McLaren. That's my family. Um, I forgot who. I think it was about the same time that McLaren came out. I forgot who. Anyways, the design. So, like I said, they should have added like the Rimac, uh, concept one, where they added like a head restraint instead of a neck restraint. Oh, sorry, they should have added a neck restraint instead of a head restraint. Anyways, this is the the design tailored to perform. The design of the Bugatti Bolide is radically tailored to the idea of lightweight construction, resulting in the most provocative proportion of a modern Bugatti ever, and the distilled consequences of our consequences. Sorry, I can't speak today. Speak today. Sorry, of our Bugatti design ethos form follows performance. The stylistic challenge was to transform the unyielding demands of aerodynamics and lightweight construction into an aesthetic that reflects the unique Bugatti DNA. But at the same time, illustrates the ambition of an impressive weight to power ratio. The overall appearance is dominated by air ducts that are more reminiscent of a Formula One racing car than classic sports cars. Classic sports cars. Sorry. The seemingly filigree and half-open front end is a strikingly example of the combination of air duct expertise, lightweight construction requirements, and aesthetic dynamics. The aviation lining, the driver's ultra-sporty seating permits the low-slung shape of an automotive low-flying aircraft. It is therefore not surprising that the appearance of the Bugatti Bolide, I don't know why I said Volide, invokes the so-called X-planes of aviation history and show a clear X signature for every perspective. I'm just going back and I'm looking at these pictures. I'm going from every angle. Sorry, from every perspective. Yes, I can see the X here, but where do I see the X on the sides? I don't know. I'm just gonna go off of what Bugatti is saying, because, well, anyways, it is indirectly reminiscent of the Bell X-1 jet aircraft, which was flown by Captain Charles Chuck Yeager in 1947. I have no idea who that is. The first person to break the sound barrier at Mach 1.06. The Bugatti Bolide X Pyramid, that is cool, has the shape of an aerodynamically optimized, uncompromising race car and offers ultra-sporty, superlative performance with no hint of luxury. Sorry guys, like I said, I can't speak today at all. Excuse me. Dimensions, the length of the car is 4,756 millimeters. Width is 1,998 millimeters. Height is 995 millimeters. Wheelbase is 2,750 millimeters. This is actually the most important part. The front overhang, 963 millimeters, and rear overhang is 1,440 millimeters. The reason why I say those are most important is because when you're going over a bump, well, of course it's a Bugatti, so it's going to be really close to the ground, like typical hypercars, except if it's the McLaren P1, where the P1, I don't know about later models from McLaren, but the P1 can raise or lower its suspension by at least another 3 millimeters or 4. And then ground clearance to the underbody is 75 millimeters, and then vehicle dry weight is 1,240 kilograms, and then power to weight ratio, like I said in the other previous slides, is 0.67 kilograms PS. Sorry. And then thanks for watching, everyone. This is my first, this kind of seemed childish to some of you. I don't blame you. This is my first non-gaming car review. Don't blame you if you do think that, but hey, I'm just trying to be a YouTuber here now. Anyways, my questions though is, well, like I said, is it going to be electric or is it supposed to be gas? And another thing is, if I go back to the engine, now some of you, if you're a petrol head, some of you may remember the Devil 16 engine or the Devil 16 hypercar. I remember when I first came out with that, or when they first came out with that, sorry. I remember them, remember reading something going like it was fake. How the Devil 16 engine was not producing the exact numbers. I think it was 1,956 RPMs, or sorry, what's it called? 1,946. Sorry, 1,956 horsepower is enough, or horsepower. Sorry, jeez, I can't speak today. Anyways, like I said, yeah, they wasn't the proper, like it was a fake almost. So I'm hoping Bugatti realizes that, that they should go off by what the paper says, and hopefully that they don't make the same mistake as Devil 16. Anyways, guys, this is Kid Snake Dragon. Have a good day. I'll see you again. Peace out. Bye.